Om Sri Lakshmi Narasimhaya Namaha, Valmiki Ramayana, Kishkinda Kanda, Chapter 50. The monkeys meet the ascetic woman Svayamprabha. Summary. Monkeys enter Riksha cavity, an unsightly and gloomy one. During the search in southerly direction, while groping in the dark, they lose time set by Sugreeva. Finally, they see luminosity and extraordinarily built mansions, woodlands, trees, and lakes. Thereupon, they catch sight of an elderly sainted lady, and they all approach her asking after the legend of that cavity. Chapter 50 in detail. Associated with Angada, Tara, and others, the monkey Hanuma searched the caves and thick forest of Vindhya range. Hanuma has searched in the caves of that kingly Mount Vindhya, which are jammed in which lions and tigers, and even at the towering rapids. They reached the southwest peak of that mountain during the search, and the time set by Sugreeva swiftly elapsed while they are overstaying there at the Mount Vindhya alone. Though the extensive province is indeed an unsearchable one with its impenetrable caves and forests, yet Hanuma, the son of air god, searched everywhere on that mountain. Without pressing one another closely, yet not distancing from one another largely, Gaja, Gavaksha, Gavaya, Sharabha, Gandhamadana, also thus Mainda, Dvinda, and Hanuma, and even Jambavanta, Crown Prince Angada, also the forest movers Tara, have searched that province in southerly direction that is encompassed with interlocked mountains, and during their search, there they have observed a wide opened and impassable cavity known as Riksha cavity, which is well guarded by a demon called Maya. Thirst and hunger invading them, they are fatigued and craving for water, and such as they are, they beheld a capacious cavity which is enwrapped in climbers and trees. There they have seen the swans and the waterfowls like Krauncha, Sarasa, and even Chakravaka waterfowls exiting from the cavity with their bodies drenched in water and reddened with the dapples of lotus's pollen. When those best Vanaras have neared that fragrant and impenetrable cavity, they are disheartened with amazement, though a suspicion in general is evoked in them, as they presume that cavity to be Naraka, the hell of Yaman, or Patala, the netherworld of Emperor Bali. Those highly resplendent and great mighty fly jumpers have neared it, rejoicing for the availability of water there. That hideous cavity is dispersed with diverse beings similar to the residence of Emperor of Demons, namely Emperor Bali in Patala, the netherworlds, and it is unsightly and impermeable from anywhere. The son of air god Hanuma, whose glossiness is like that of a mountain top, and who is a mastermind in scrutinizing every inscrutable forest, then spoke to all the formidable Vanaras. We all have searched the southern quarter, including those places that are enmeshed with meshes of mountains, and we are overly fatigued, but Maithili is unnoticed. Swans, along with waterfowls like Sarasa, Krauncha, and water-drenched Chakravaka birds are coming out of this cavity from all over, and even the trees available at its doorway are verdant. Certainly there must be a wellspring or otherwise a pond with water. Thus Hanuma spoke to all monkeys. When Hanuma spoke to them thus as a kind of assurance, all of those monkeys entered the cavity and found it a sunless or moonless cavity, enfolded in hair-raising darkness. Those tigerly monkeys have also seen lions and various other animals and birds exiting therefrom and entered the cavity which is enshrouded in obscurity. Despite of the gloominess of that cavity, unobstructed is their eyesight, or their vigor, or their valorness, and their permeation is like that of gust of air, as their eyesight is actuated even in darkness. But on their going further into the cavity speedily, those elephantine monkeys beheld a best place that is luminous as well as lovely. In that awful cave that is compacted with various trees, then they advance further an intersect of yojana distance, hand in hand, lest one may miss the other. Though they are craving for water, highly perplexed, and lost track of the destination or any waterway, and yet hopeful of their mission, they unvaryingly hopped in that cavity for a good while. Those fly jumpers are presently enervated and overly tired and sad-faced, and when those brave ones are despaired of their lives, just then they perceived a luminescence. Those amenable monkeys, on arriving at the province, then beheld a shadowless woodlands with golden trees, which in irradiance is like irradiated ritual fire. They beheld Sala, Tala, Tamala trees and some flower trees like Punaga, Vanjula, Dhava, Champaka, Naga, also Karnikara trees. The bunches of their flowers are golden and amazing. Leaflets are reddish, and like that, the climbers and everything at their tops are like their towering diadems, and since those trees have golden fruit, they look as though decorated with golden jewelry. Those golden bodied trees are shining forth like tender suns, and their pedestals are completely studded with lapis gems. The birds encircling those trees are in hue of lapis lazuli gems. The lotus lakes are encompassed with golden lotuses with broad petals which in shine are similar to tender sun. Then they beheld there the lotus lakes containing serene waters and stocky lotuses and blurry fishes that are golden. There the monkeys beheld choicest mansions everywhere made out of gold and silver, some with golden and some with silver domes, while some with golden and some with silver multi-stories, but all are studded with lapis gems, with golden windows covered with lace works of pearls. They have also seen everywhere flowered and fruited trees that are similar in shine to red corals and rubies, and golden honeybees as well as honeys. They beheld everywhere diverse and capacious beds and seats that are amazingly crafted with gemstones and gold, and also stacks of utensils made of gold, silver, and bell metal. They saw the stockpiles of heavenly aloe vera substances and sandalwood sticks of depurated eatables, tubers, and fruits. They have also seen top grade soft drinks, luscious honeys, heaps of finest quality clothing, exotic blankets, and sheaves of deer skins. Vanaras have also observed mounds of undefiled gold stockpiled here, and they are glowing with the glow of ritual fire. When searching here and there in that cavity, those valiant Vanaras of high resplendence have pursued some lady rather not far from them. They saw a sainted lady there who is attired in jute cloths and who is on a controlled diet and who is like a luminiferous entity by her own luminescence of asceticism. In wonderment, the monkeys stood still all over, and in the matter of her identity, Hanuma asked her, "Who are you? Whose cavity is this?" Either. Then Hanuma, whose shine is similar to that of mountain, making palm fold and reverencing the aged lady, asked, "Who are you? Who is this cavity or the mansion or these jewels? Please speak." Thus, this is the 50th chapter in Kishkinda Kanda of Valmiki Ramayana, the first epic poem of India. Sri Moola Rama Vijayate. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.